Today's sermon was about laying the foundation for 2020. I can't believe it's the penultimate month to the new year. I mean, it's almost 2020, and today's sermon was right on point. One thing stood out for me: your words must match your prayer. I mean, you can't be praying for something and then you're saying the opposite. Your words must align with your prayer for the prayer to work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking to a couple of people who are going to be sharing with us their C3 experience.
Well, one thing that really stood out for me was the aspect when you mentioned that you can be waiting but not really patient. Because there's a way that, especially if you're used to keeping quiet, when you don't talk so much, you'll be like, there are things going on in your mind,
Yes.
and there's a habit to your thoughts and things you're thinking about, and you just know that it's because I have no direct power to do something. So it just that stood out for me throughout the service when he said it. Like, I kept thinking over and over about it, that what really am I thinking about when I'm saying I'm waiting.
How long have you been attending Covenant Christian Center?
Well, my sister introduced me to Covenant Christian Center 2009. Yeah, but I wasn't in Lagos, so whenever I get the chance to come to Lagos, I come, and then I've always gotten the message every Sunday since then. But since I'm not in Lagos, I find the time to come when I come.
I'm curious. You're here today, and I'm sure you've been coming before now. Now, what is the one thing? Why C3? Let me start by asking you that. Why C3?
Oh wow, the practical teaching. After giving my life to Christ, there were questions I had. Things that I wondered about the scripture were like, okay, this does not just add up. And that was the first thing that my star told me that once you come to C3, it will make more sense. And since then, I've had no regrets.
One thing that stood out was I come to understand that you don't speak when you're emotional. Because you have to be very, very mindful of the kind of words that comes out from your mouth, because they may or get back at you.
Of course.
Understand? So even throughout the course of the sermon, I come to understand that I had actually done some certain mistakes through the way I place my confessions, that I need to go back to my drawing board. If at all I know I'm really prepared for 2020, I have to fix everything so that there will be results, because it's all about results as a Christian.
My brother.
It's all about results.
It is. Now, what has your experience been like so far?
Okay, I would say one thing I learned as a covenant member was my confidence as a Christian. You understand? And the reason why I am living is simply because I have a purpose to fulfill. You understand? And they taught me so many things in terms of the ideology of a Christian getting their breakthrough, that it's not all about your self-development, but it's all about your self-development putting impact in the lives of people.
Okay, I think one thing that struck me most from what Pastor said was if there's a vision of yourself you would like to see, you should keep that vision in your heart, press on with it, let that image be burn in your heart, bear it so heavily, don't lose sight of it, and before long it would come to play, it would be that very thing. So you have to form it first of all, and then keep saying it, make sure that the words you're saying is aligned with the image that you have in your heart.
The words you say aligns with the image in your heart. Nneka, what about you? What's the one thing that you learned from today's sermon?
Well, what I learned from today's sermon was that I should be careful of my words. I should be careful of what I say, because what I say would create the picture that I want. So my words create the picture of what I'll eventually become.
How long have you been attending Covenant Christian Center?
For a few months now.
A few months. Tell me, how's your experience been like?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I've learned a lot. I like the teaching experience.
Over a year.
Oh, so I want to assume you brought her.
Yes, I did.
Yeah! I wish I have a bell. All right. Okay. So let me start by asking you this: why Covenant Christian Center?
It's an amazing place. Coming here feels like home. The word is always on point. It's a beautiful place to grow. So I would rather go nowhere else.
What are you going to have in 2020? The things that you are saying you will have that particular year. In other words, whatever you don't say, you cannot have. You can read that scripture that way. You can only have the things that you are saying. So if a man or person isn't saying certain things, they shouldn't expect that they will have it. God's way of doing it is not that they shall have whatsoever I will. It is that they shall have whatsoever they have been saying. So you are not necessarily going to have God's will, but you will experience what you have been saying.